My name is Erin Greene. I'm a human rights activist, known as a spokesperson for the Rainbow Alliance, which is now defunct. I have worked with a number of organizations, like Alex said, including an organization called CAFRA, which is Caribbean Association for Feminist Research and Action, and that's a regional group. It has a regional body, and then it has bodies in countries throughout the Caribbean, including Dutch Guyana, Suriname, Haiti, including the four basic language groups: Anglophone, Caribbean, Dutch-speaking Caribbean. So that's English-speaking, Dutch-speaking, Spanish-speaking, and French-speaking Caribbean. I've worked with Bahamas Human Rights Network, which is an advocacy group, an umbrella organization trying to bring various NGOs together to work towards, individual rights from a human rights platform. And right now I'm working with an organization called Haitian Bahamian Solidarity. It's a very, very small group, about 3 or 4 people. It's sort of an electronic group, and our first wave of action is a letter writing campaign. So we have like a website, and we have a group on Facebook, and we've drafted a sample letter that I'll read a bit of to you guys tonight, to the government, urging, among other things, the creation of sensible, humane, and clear immigration and migration policies. And I'm working with another group called the NGO Development Foundation that held a conference here last month, the beginning of February, the end of January at NPCC. And they have a few projects that are coming out. So I guess I wanted to answer the question that was on the flyer, right? Like, what does Haitian Bahamian Solidarity mean to me? And last year, I was working in this little restaurant. So it turns out that Haitian Flag Day, it falls on the same day as the International Day to End Homophobia, right? So it was May 17th. And that happened to be a Saturday last year. So I was going out with some, friends of mine to this gay club that was nestled out between Cowpen Road and Bacardi Road, near Haitian community, right? And so we get there about 12:30, 1:45 in the morning, and the place is sort of packed, and we have to park our cars out to the main road. When we getting out our cars now, these 2 or 3 young men sitting on the side of the road, see some good-looking young ladies, dressed very nice, and they want to talk to some people, right? So they're like, hey, sweet girl, what y'all saying, So I've had enough experience with this. I hail them, I say, good night, good night, gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight? Y'all having a good time? But the other young ladies in my party decided to ignore them or to say disgusting things back to them, right? So we get into the party. The party is $20, all you could drink. In the party for 20 minutes, we get security come and tell us, we think you have to come check your cars. When we get back out, big cement bricks in the windows of the car, right? Those young men just mess up our cars. And so my friends, they were very, very upset. We outside Carmichael Road Police Station. They're just hot, they livid, and let's go round up all them young Haitians, and they're no good. And because there's a couple $1,000s worth of damage to their vehicles, right? I'm trying to say to them, it's not because I don't own a car that I don't really feel the pain right now, right? But I'm looking at a totally different situation here. Here are some 16, 17-year-old young men. It's Haitian Flag Day. Everybody has been celebrating, right? They probably, even at the end of the night, they probably don't even have enough money to buy themselves some beer. Here's this big party, nice music, and it's $20 and all you could drink. When we went inside the party, there were some straight Haitian couples in there just enjoying a party in their area. Everybody was having a good time. I said, y'all right here, you dress up, you spend your money, you're ready to come have a good time. These young men, they so hot, it's Haitian Flag Day, and they can't even celebrate. is the one day of the year in the Bahamas where they get to celebrate who they are, just be who they are, just have a ball, just wild out like we think of Junkanoo maybe. And they can't get in the dance, and here y'all, some gay people, some sissies going in there to do, ain't nobody even like y'all, and y'all could go have a good time tonight. So I had to tell my Bahamian friends in that moment, right? In that moment, I stand and I feel more for these young Haitian or Haitian Bahamian young men, right, that feel disenfranchised, that feel disconnected. Even on the day when they're supposed to feel most powerful, they feel no power, nothing at all. I feel more connection to them. I'm willing to stand up for them as opposed to worry about my rights as a gay person. Or, I wasn't even worried about my safety because these young men weren't coming into the dance to upset people or to interfere with people's personal safety. They weren't attacking us while we were out there. They were just hot and they damaged some property. You know what I'm saying? And rounding up Haitians and all of this talk is ridiculous. As a gay person, I'm going to cross this line and I'm going to stand over here with these young Haitian Bahamian men. I mean, nobody could feel, they just hot. They couldn't even understand what I was talking about. And these are young gay people who feel that they are constantly being discriminated against, right? Who feel that they are constantly being marginalized, that they're not accepted in the place where they're born, the place where they're from, the place where they should have constitutional rights. But they couldn't understand how another group of people could feel the same way and could not find the solution, could not find a way to make themselves feel better. You know, and I had to say to them, and look what the rest of their night is going to be. They're going to be hiding somewhere because if I was doing something untoward and I know the police come in looking for you, I can send you straight to the police. And so they were going to have a far worse night than we were going to have waiting outside Carmichael Road Police Station for a couple of hours, right? And so like as a human rights activist, that is the foundation of my work. There are no gay rights until there are Haitian rights. There are no gay rights until Rastas have rights to practice their religion, until everybody who is born here has access to citizenship. I don't expect there to be gay rights until that happens. I don't expect gay people to be treated in a special way. I expect all of us to be treated fairly. Something we talked about on the radio today, a lot of people just, they kept saying, well, what about, you worried about Haitians, what about Bahamians who are suffering in their own country? And so, my position is, if we make these systems more efficient, then nobody will be suffering in this country. If people are worried about employment, if we create more jobs, then we won't worry about who is taking the jobs. If we fix the education system, then we won't worry about whether foreigners are coming in to take jobs. We will know that if we have put in 100% effort, we have access to the resources necessary to get a job. I think, I think the majority of Bahamians are in crisis mode right now, 2010. A level of social crisis. And people are making decisions without the tools and the resources that are required. And whenever that happens, people become unsteady and insecure. And what people are really frightened of is their lack of preparation for the future, right? Their lack of ability to control their lives. From the human rights perspective, if everybody is equal, we make the system better, then everybody will have access to the same thing. Yeah, so that's what Haitian Bahamian solidarity means to me.